Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 3, the season finale, also known as episode 19, you guys. So we are finally here. What an unnecessary episode. It felt like they squeezed whatever they could into this episode. A whole bunch of regurgitated shit. But I guess they wanted Mel's video to end the season, so I mean, whatever, but we could have done without it. Anyway, you guys, did you see that we have 3 parts to the reunion? Carlos King said, bitch, if Real Housewives could do it, so can he. And damn it, we're gonna have 3 episodes of I don't really know what we're gonna talk about for 3 episodes. I mean, I guess it's going to be Melody and Destiny's friendship, is going to be Melody and Martell's relationship, is going to be Kimmy and Tisha's relationship, is going to be Tisha's and Marceau's relationship, is going to be Kimmy and Maurice's relationship. It's just the same shit over and over. Oh, let's not forget the beef now between Tisha and Tiffany. Then we can't forget Vanessa and Wanda's relationship. Oh, and let's not forget Tiffany and Lewis's relationship. It's just like the same shit over and over and over. It's like Groundhog Day. So I guess we'll get it for 3 episodes of the reunion, you guys. I mean, I guess we can't complain. I mean, if we sit through other shows with 4 parts, then I guess we can make it through 3. I just don't understand the need for 3. That's all I'm saying. But I'm sure they'll give us something. Wouldn't it be something if Martell's mistress showed up? Now that would be a reunion. Anyway, you guys, the review, let's get to it, shall we? So we see Mel. She is at her office and she is following up on her premiere party.
My video premiere party is coming up and I couldn't be more excited.
And Mel tells us that she's inviting everybody pretty much in Huntsville but Martell.
My party is about my future career. And let's be honest, my professional career is about to head to another level.
So yes, we have big hopes, big dreams for Melody S. Holt Brand. So she has Tiffany there. Remember, Tiffany was going to help her get the interns from the local HBCU to come and help out, in this. Well, now we see that it was for this premiere party. So she has to interview these interns. Okay, so when Tiffany gets there, she asks her,
how are you after last night?
And Tiffany was just like, yeah, she didn't really know where Tisha was coming from, trying to get her to open up about her life. She just felt like the whole thing was messy. Oh, girl said she wanted to just have the dirt on me. And Mel was just like,
you think she wanted the dirt on you? I thought she just wanted to get to know you better.
No, honey, she literally said to me that, she don't know no dirt on me. Like, what all happened to Tiffany, and just really wanting the gossip. And Tiffany says, look, she don't have a problem with opening up. She's an open book to some people, but not when you approach her in this way. Right? So she didn't really give Tisha what she wanted. And, she just felt like Tisha was trying to be messy. I agree. That whole conversation that Tisha had with Tiffany last week was super unnecessary and like, girl, you got your nerves. But I guess Letitia was like, shit, if you want to know, you gotta ask. This whole episode is about the party, really. So we go from that to Melody's premiere party. She's at the estate, and at Stormy's estate, and they're getting everything ready, and Mel is just so impressed with everything. They have the telltale signs around the pool, and they have balloons, and they have everything all done up real nice. They're getting it together.
Honey, we have brought Miami to Huntsville.
All right, so it's coming along nicely. One of her assistants comes and asks her, okay, so the interns will be here really soon. Is there anything that you want me to tell them? And she was just like,
well, I'm just trying to test people, so don't be easy on them. This is a test to see if they can handle the Melody S. Holt brand.
So yeah, bring them on and let them just deal with it as it comes, okay? Yeah, so the party is here. And remember, she wanted everybody to wear white. So everybody does wear white. Everybody starts getting there. I thought Tiffany looked the best she's ever looked this season. I was like, oh, she actually had somebody really come in, do her makeup, do her hair, pick out her clothes. Because she just is always just something just be wrong every single time. But she looked very nice. Her and Lewis. We got him a suit that fit his hips. And then, you know, Marsau and Letitia and Kimmy and Maurice and Destiny, you know, all the gang's all here. The whole group is all standing around. And you know how it is when they get together. It's just like a race to figure out who can annoy who, how we can get an argument started, what we gonna say that's gonna be real touchy, that's gonna get somebody in their feelings. All right. And I figured this is going to be the Destiny, Kimmy, and Maurice show because, you know, they tell Miss Wanda, of all people, that Destiny got Kimmy a trip, a honeymoon, okay? Before Maurice could even do a honeymoon, you know, Destiny got it for her. And, you know, Wanda, well, you want to make sure you don't, you know, take no single woman with you on your honeymoons. Now, we always got to get a good hearty har about Destiny and Maurice and Kimmy. Tiffany wonders where Martell is. And they were like, why would Martell be here? And she was just like, oh, I just kind of expected him to be here. And Destiny was like, in what world do you think that Melody S. Holt would invite Martell to a function like this, like an event like this? Like, no, okay? But Tiffany knows better. That boy is going to show up at some point today. He can't let Melody get all of the shine. And then, you guys, since Miss Wanda is there, we might as well get her upset, get her excited enough to say some foul shit. So, of course, we start on her having the boyfriend and the husband. And, of course, they're all kind of egging her on and all of this. And Kimmy was like, why is it every time we get together, we get to talking about side pieces and side men, side women, you know? Like, why we always got to, because that's the shit that gets on your nerves, because everybody still says that you was Maurice's side piece, even though Kimmy will swear that she wasn't, okay? And that's the reason why she wished that Patricia was there, because Patricia will get the shit straight, all right? And then that's when Letitia tells us that, you know, Patricia was married to Maurice and Marsau's other brother, you know, and that they were together until she broke his heart. And she kind of fluttered her eyes like she knew, you know. And the whole thing is, you know, when marriages break up, you can't really even afford to take sides because everybody plays their part. So Letitia commenting on the brother whose heart was broken and what Patricia did, and we don't know that for a fact. Girl, just go on and mind your own damn business. Mind your own marriage. But anyways, that's the reason why there's so much tension, I guess, with Kimmy and Patricia and Letitia and all of that playing in the background, is the fact that I guess Letitia was close to her sister-in-law of one time, you know, and maybe she feels like she knows more about the reason why the brother and Patricia broke up, and you know, so it's just sort of like, I mean, unless you're gonna bring her on the show permanent, we don't even fucking care. It don't matter. But I guess that's why they think that Maurice was messing with Kimmy when he wasn't all the way done with Kiowa, because evidently Maurice had moved in with Patricia and the other brother. When he moved back from Florida, he moved into Huntsville. He moved to Huntsville and he moved with his brother and his sister-in-law. And I guess there was a whole bunch of shenanigans and shit going on. Maybe they saw some shit, and you know, then here comes Kimmy, and Kimmy was, like I said, seeing Maurice, and you know, maybe Maurice was still sort of in Kiowa's ear. Child, don't nobody know. Don't nobody care, really. And why we keep rehashing this every fucking season? Every fucking episode, I should say. Kimmy, everybody's gonna think what they think, girl. If you know you wasn't no side piece, you just gonna have to be okay with that. You can scream it from the rafters. People gonna believe what they believe. So we get through that. Okay, now what should we do next? Oh, let's go in and have the Miss Wanda and the Miss Vanessa confrontation. And Miss Wanda come over to you. Hey, girls, how you doing? You know, Vanessa was just like, oh God, do I really have to even entertain you right now? Yes, you do. You're on the show. So Miss Vanessa says, listen, I'm not really trying to get into it with you. Let's just agree to not give each other's children advice. And whatever you think you know about me, you know, instead of you just thinking that's what it is, you need to ask the question. Okay, you don't even know me like that. This one was like, okay, but you know how I am. Oh yeah, we know how you are. Okay. When she sees shit on social media, then she gonna say something. But you know what, you ain't gotta be rude about it when you say something. And you know, Miss Wanda, well, you know, it takes a village to raise these kids. And she was just like, no, it don't really take a village. Like, I got mine over here, my daughter, my grandkids. We don't need none of your advice. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, like, Vanessa, why are you so upset about the advice that Miss Wanda, which everybody knows is bullshit? Well, not always. Sometimes Miss Wanda be talking the truth, but what makes you think that Melody is silly enough to even listen to what Wanda says? Girl, you ain't got to be getting yourself all roused up and, puffed up in the chest and ready to swing on Miss Wanda. Melody is not paying attention to Miss Wanda. Let Miss Wanda ramble over there and say whatever the hell she want to say. But she was like, but don't give my daughter any jacked up advice. And Miss Wanda was just like, well, when it comes to social media, I'm going to talk. Okay, just like you can talk. If you see it on social media, you see something about Letitia and my soul, you can talk. That's your right. And Miss Vanessa was like, listen, just don't approach me with no bullshit. Okay, I really ain't got time for all of this. And Miss Wanda was like, she knew better to shake a leg and get on because I don't play that. And I was just like, oh, Miss Wanda, what are you even fighting with Vanessa for? It don't even have to be all this. So that was another one. I was just like, here we go again. But we get past that conversation. Now let's have the Tiffany and Letitia conversation. More rudeness. They're talking about the previous conversation that they had and Letitia not being happy with what Tiffany told her. Well, she talking about being transparent, but she not at all. Like, what is she? So Tiffany says that, she's told her that she wanted different. And Tiffany and Letitia said that different meant that she wanted more. And she said, no, it's not more. It's just different, to challenge us to be better people. She just didn't feel like, maybe she didn't like the person she was with. But that Letitia, I guess you want her to spill it out in outline form, give us the A's and the sub A's and the B's and the numbers and everything. So then Kimmy says, well, Tiffany, maybe you should realize that the fact that you don't want to tell Letitia all your business is the same reason or the same way that we approach things when you want us to be transparent. That's the reason why, because some shit is really not anybody's business. Okay, so maybe you should understand that. And Tiffany says, well, again, Tiffany says she's an open book. All right, she's super transparent. But it's a time and a place for everything, and this is not the time and the place. And yeah, you're right, it's not the time and the place. But Tiffany has been very inappropriate with her times and places before. She doesn't like being on the other side, but everybody does it. People brings up shit. Look, I had an S on the end of that. Been around Wanda, Letitia too long, but people bring up shit all the time. And it's always usually the wrong time, because we have a show that we got to film. So we got to keep this shit popping. And that's why we say shit that's rude or out of pocket or whatever. So, but yeah, Tiffany was just like, yeah, not right now. It's a big crowd. She confronting me about what I said in front of all these ladies. Like, I'm really just going to sit here and spill the beans. Like, no. Well, of course, Letitia's just like, well, she's still not trying to be transparent. So that's the reason why Letitia's just like, oh, whatever. Like, what is wrong with asking that question? What is wrong with... Didn't everything feel very contrived? It was just like, what is everybody? We've all had these same conversations over and over. Like, why? Again, an unnecessary episode. All that is going on the outside. Melody is in the inside, and Melody is like,
to tell you the truth, I'm ready to get out there. I am a person that is on time, and we are already an hour and a half late.
Okay, I guess she wants to have this big moment. She wants to walk out with her dog, the Rottweiler and whatever. And it's just taking some time. So she's antsy. She's back there. She wants to get it going. Okay, so we finally bring Melody out. Okay, the woman of the hour, Melody S. Holt. She comes out with the little Rottweiler. I said, now what happened to the big full-grown man, Rottweiler that you were supposed to bring out? You bring out this little puppy child. The puppy just running around all cute and everything. I was like... He ain't paying her no attention or nothing. I was like, y'all just had to have that dog. You might as well came out with a Yorkie or something, just carrying it out. But anyway, she gets out there and she thanks everybody for coming.
You all are a part of my village, and we are going to have a good time today. Don't get it twisted, baby. Today, I'm giving extra.
Okay, she giving y'all all you need and more. So this is when she premieres the video.
Oh, you wanna bring the Scorpio out in me? You're lucky we got kids. Because this could turn into a crime scene. You know what I mean.
Sing it, Mel. And of course, I guess this is the first time that everybody fully has heard the song full out. So they're all like, oh shit, she said this song wasn't about Martell. It's all about Martell. Well, of course it's all about Martell. Who else is gonna have it? Who the hell else she gonna be writing a full album about? So, everybody there is actually very impressed with Mel. The fact that she followed her dreams, that she was inspired to write this and actually put the song out, and now having a video and really like pursuing this dream of being having a music career and all of that. Destiny said that she is especially impressed because Destiny's going through a lot of things on her own and trying to pick up and move on with her life, with the divorce and having the baby and all of that. So she's just really, really impressed with what Melody has done. So Melody goes over to the group of people that's there from the show, and she's telling them how grateful she is and happy that they're all there, and that she's been able to do this, how they're all a part of it. And Destiny was like, can I pull you to the side? Okay. And I was just like, now what is, here we go with this conversation. All right. And we won't even rehash it because this has been asked and answered so many times. The fact that Destiny feels a certain way about Melody. Okay. Destiny tells us that she doesn't really have a village. Okay. Melody has her mother. She has her kids. She has her family there in Huntsville. She even has Martell to some extent. And Destiny doesn't have that. I guess she's not really from Huntsville, Alabama. And she doesn't, she got married. That didn't work out. She has this new baby. She doesn't have that village. But the whole thing is, we not fixing to have a conversation at my party about the fact that you feel like I'm still not letting you be a part of this village or whatever. I was just like, see, when people do shit like this, when you have a big event and it's important to them, and okay, you might have an issue or something that you need to work out, but bitch, do I need you to do that right now? Like, when you do stuff like that, it's because you're trying to take the shine away from my moment. Okay, that's classic hater shit, classic jealousy, or just wishing that they could be envious is the word, envious, wishing that they can be in Melody's shoes. Now, I've never gotten this kind of vibe from Destiny, and it might be created for the show, but what it looked like when she came up with that bullshit was, I always have to try to spoil the moment. Bitch, you was the main one up there at the top of the hill singing the words and getting all excited, because you have to show to everybody that this is your girl. You know the song. You are super supportive. You there for her. And then you pull her to the side with this mess. Girl, classic hater envy shit. Niggas is jealous is what that is. Okay? And like I said, it might be creative for the show. It's not a good look because, nobody wants to talk about this right now. And Melody was getting more and more annoyed that she had to be pulled away from her group of people just to come over here and talk about this shit for the 20th damn time. How is it 20 times we talked about this? Only episode 19 shit.
Girl, you could have called me on the phone tomorrow. If I say that I'm going to have your back, then that's what it is.
So all of that rest was silly, honey. I would have paid Destiny dust. I would have been like, girl, I'll talk to you another time. Not right now. Not right now. So they walk back over to the group, and, Destiny is still trying to follow after her and say something. It's just like, girl, shut up. Mel's team is big up in her and telling her, how happy they are for her. And, we here and everything is going well and yada, yada, yada. And now we just finished dealing with Destiny. Then who should show up but Martell Holt? Okay. And she was just like,
Martell did not get an invitation. Everybody was supposed to wear white. Martell shows up in black and white.
And now he want to talk to her, pull her to the side. I was just like, girl, how many times you gonna let somebody pull you to the side and knock you off your square? Okay. But surprisingly enough, they go to the side and Mel looked like she's ready to have that confrontation if that's what we about to do. Okay. At your event, girl, you let them pull you in these arguments. But Martell doesn't approach her that way. I just wanted to come and be supportive. I'm always going to be supportive of Melody Holt. You know, before it used to be you and I, we used to do things together, but it's still good to see that you were doing well on your own, because at the end of the day, I'm always going to want Melody Holt to do. I was just like, you ain't got to convince us, okay? I mean, if that's how you feel, good. But if that ain't how you feel, then I mean, I guess too. But, you know, and so she was just like, oh, she wasn't really prepared for that. You know, she sticks out her hand to shake his hand, and he looking at her all wistful. You saw how he was trying to give her that stare down. I was just like, oh, niggas. That's how they do. They be trying to get you, okay? Trying to get that look where they look like they reflecting on all of the wrong and how did we end up here? You know, words that are left unsaid, but you can see the shit floating through the air. He looking at her, and she just looking at him like, thank you for coming. Okay, let me shake your hand. We not fixing to hug. It's not about to be no embrace. It ain't about to be emotional. It's gonna be none of that. Okay, so she gives him a handshake and a thank you for coming, and then she walk off. So, okay, we didn't have an argument, and I think the group was disappointed about that. You know, Kimmy says that she thought that they were going to argue, and Marceau said he was looking forward to an argument, and all they had was the regular fireworks, and nothing more. Shit, they ought to be tired. But we don't fall for it this week. We look at the fireworks, and Melody says,
everybody here in some shape, form, or fashion has been a part of my journey.
So she's glad that they're there. And you know what? It was a very lackluster ending. I guess we're going to get the real fireworks, the ones that we was expecting in the reunion. If you saw the previews for the reunion, it looked like it's going to be just more of the same, but, you know, on a different level. So we gonna see how that goes, y'all. Like I said, 3 parts. So we still won't be done with this show until almost the fucking new year. Ooh, I tell you, I don't know why they do it to us, but anyway, what y'all thought about that episode? All right, you guys, that is it. Got to go on to do Power. You guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Until next time, rock stars. Goodbye.